Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and there is just 1 month remaining in the transfer window to close, and there are a lot of deals being discussed, a lot of clubs active in the transfer market looking to bring in new players. But in this video we are gonna talk about the players that have already signed with their new clubs. I am gonna rank a top 10 signings in my opinion that have been completed up until now, 30th of July. The deals that have done, the players that have moved, I am gonna rate the top 10 in my opinion. I have decided to go with the valuation with the fees that the players that the clubs have paid for these players, and the experience that these players have, and what they are gonna, and the impact that they are gonna have at their new clubs, and what I expect them to do at the new club. I have decided to base my top 10s or top 10 players or top 10 transfers, sorry, on this basis. So let's get right into it. Number 10, I have went with Rafael Varane, free transfer. He has moved to Como, and I think a lot of people are really not paying concentration at what's happening at Como. Cesc Fabregas is the manager. They have made almost now 8 to 10 signings right now, and all of them signings, it's like they are doing the business very smartly. They buy one exciting youngster, and then they buy another experienced player, and Rafael Varane was Cesc Fabregas himself said that Varane is like a dream signing for him. So for him to be able to sign him, it's really boost the defense of Como. They have just been promoted to League One, so they there is very inexperience in the team. They have brought in players who have played all over Europe, who have played in World Cups, and then Varane in the defense, I think, is going to be the leader. He is almost 30. He's 35 years old, so he would like a league like the French league. That's not pacey. That's like he can easily play the game there. He was at Man United. Premier League is a fast-paced league, but League One is not that fast. So he can he can perform at the highest level, the level required for Como. And it's not like just his presence, his playing style that's gonna help Como, but his presence along, his mentality. He's a World Cup winner with France. He has won everything with Real Madrid as well, so that alone is gonna help the Como players, and he's going to be a leader at the back and in the team as well, and that is why I think it's a very smart signings. And they have signed him for free. Of course the wages are a bit high, but you expect that from Varane, but not being able to not have to pay any fees for him, I think it's a really smart signing by Fabregas and Como. On number 9, I have gone with George Makatodze. He has joined Olympique Lyon from Metz, and I think for just 19 million euros, and I think it's a really good signing. He had a great season for Metz last year, scoring about 14 goals, and then he had a great Euro for Georgia. He was like the main catalyst in bringing Georgia in the later stages of the tournament, and Lyon need a striker who can bring others into the game. His Makatodze's hold up play is really good, so that is going to help Lyon, so that the wingers and the midfielders, he can bring all of them, these players, into the game, and he can win those headers, win the long through balls. Like, that's a perfect signing for Lyon, and for just 90 million euros, I think it's a great signing. On number 8, I have gone with Palhinha from Fulham to Bayern Munich. I mean, Bayern Munich had a weird season last year. Not only did they not win the league, they finished 4th, which is not what you expect from Bayern Munich. And this summer they have gone all out in getting players in the squad. They have a new manager in Vincent Kompany, and he has brought in Palhinha. I think this is a very good signing, because last year the big problem for Bayern was the midfield. They needed somebody with a strong presence, somebody who can hold the opposition players, who can tackle the balls, who can play those great passes. And I think Palhinha is a perfect signing. They have got him for 50+ million euros. The money is on a bit higher side, but you expect that because of the way Palhinha played for the last 2 seasons. at Fulham. There were rumors that he was going to leave in January, but he stayed, and now in summer he has finally moved to Munich, and I think it's a really a great signing for Bayern. Number 7, it's Lenny Euro, and the only reason I have put Euro so down the list is that it feels like deja vu. A young talent, going to Man United with a high, like a big amount of fees. Like it feels like I've seen this a movie over and over, and then they go there and they fail. But I really hope that Euro doesn't end up with the same fate that has happened to previous signings. Like there is no denying the talent that the kid has. He was exceptional for Lille last year, and I, in a way, I'm envious that United have gone ahead and bought him. You could say he's like he's almost like William Saliba, and as an Arsenal fan, I know how good Saliba is, and you can say he's a younger version of Saliba. If he can live up to his potential, then Manchester United have got a great signing. I hope they play him regularly and not just keep him on the bench. He's just 18 years of 18 years of age, so that could come into a question whether he should start or not. But if I was Erik ten Hag and I have played such a huge amount for a player, I would start him regardless, no matter what the situation is. And I really hope that he is successful and does not become another huge signing flop for United, because they have had a lot of them over the number of years. Number 6, I have gone for Amadou Onana from Everton to Aston Villa, and the day that signing was signed, I made a video about that one as well, and I think it's a very shrewd signing brought by Unai Emery. He has lost Douglas Luiz to Juventus, and he needed somebody who can come in and replace him and strengthen his midfield, and Onana is like a perfect choice for that. He was really great for Everton last year. The way he collects the ball, the tackles he made, like it's effortless, and he was great for Belgium in the Euros as well. And the fee again is like almost 40 million euros, but I think it's a really good signing for Aston Villa. They are going to be in the Champions League, and they have to play like 4 competition, so you need somebody you can trust. They are looking for other players as well, but right now Anana is like it could turn out to be one of the signings of the season, and not only in the Premier League but in Europe as well. Number 5, it's Robin Lenormand. It was just announced last night. He's gone from Atletico Bilbao to Atletico Madrid, and I mean that is, and just for 34 million euros as well, and he is like the perfect player for Antonio Conte. I mean, hard hitting defender who likes to tackle the ball, who likes to get into players, who is always ready to get physical. He got injured last year. He played with a mask, he played with a headband for Atletico Bilbao. Then and his mentality is so great. He gave away an own goal in the Euros, but he bounced back, and it did not feel that he was the person that who gave away the own goal, and he was one of the standout players for Spain in Euros as well. And I think with a mass exodus of defenders from Atletico Madrid, Normand is going to be like one of the leaders of the new shape defense that Conte is trying to build, and I think he's a really great signing for Atletico Madrid and Conte. And number 4, it's Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna to Arsenal. I already, as an Arsenal fan, I'm over the moon by this signing. I mean, we needed a backup, like not a backup, like we needed somebody good at the left hand side because of the injuries that we faced last year. If there was one concern for Arsenal, was on the left hand side, and now we have gone ahead and bought Calafiori. Tomiyasu is already injured, and there's rumors about Zinchenko leaving. Tierney is almost sure to leave the club, so now we have a good alternative at left back. He can play as a left center back as well. Timber is there, so Arsenal have strengthened their squad, and getting Calafiori for about 30 million pounds, 35 million euros, like it's basically a steal by Arsenal. And I am really glad that he has come. I loved him at the Euros, he was really great for Bologna last year. The way he takes the ball forward, the way his accuracy with the passes, he can read the ball very well, and I think it's a great signing. And his desire, the one thing that I really liked about about him. His desire from day one to join Arsenal. You need players who want to club to your club, who want to come to your club and not treat your club as like a second or third option. So his desire is like one of the most important thing that I am excited about to see at Arsenal. That is why I put him at number 4. Number 3, it's Douglas Luiz from Aston Villa to Juventus. Juventus have paid big money for Douglas Luiz, and they would hope that he can repay that money. Because it's such a big amount, and they needed somebody in that midfield. They did not have a season as they would have expected last year, and again because they did not have a somebody to marshal their defense, and that's why they have gone and brought in Douglas Luiz. He can score goals as well, but the way that he controls the midfield, his intricate passing with other midfielders, with the wingers at Aston Villa was really good. It's a big loss for Villa, but I think a big gain for Juventus, and you are gonna see that in the next season that his effectiveness is gonna help Juventus. Number 2, I think nobody really expected him to be at this position, but as I said, we still have a month to go. Maybe when the transfer window is there, he would be dropped down to the last position. But right now, it's Michael Olise from Crystal Palace to Bayern Munich, and like about for 50 million euros. The kid is a star. He's just 22 years old. Right-sided winger. He can play on the right. He can play on the left. He can even play as a center, as a number 10 as well. He can do everything. 12 goals, 5 assists. He was really good for Crystal Palace. Company would know about him because he had played against him as well. So it's a really good signing, and as I said, he's just 22 years old, and Bayern need pace on the wings. They really don't have any good wingers that can play on the wing, and getting Olise is a really smart deal from Bayern Munich. And I said they are really hard. It is like this is going to be their comeback signing. The Lion was like, you have poked the giant this time around. They not, as I said, they did not only did they not win the league last year, they finished 4th, so they are really hard. So as the injured Lion is not a really good thing for anybody, and then Bayern are gonna come back with a bang in the Bundesliga and in Europe as well. And number 1, I mean, there is no question about that. It doesn't matter which player goes to which club, what signings are made for the next 1 year. I think this signing is going to be number 1 on everybody's list. It's Kylian Mbappe from signing for Real Madrid on a free as well. I mean, that is the signing of the season. There is no doubt about it. The boyhood dream of Mbappe comes true. The dream of Florentino Perez to bring Mbappe to Real Madrid comes true. This saga has been going on for 3 years now, and it has finally come to a conclusion. There's like no superlatives left to describe Mbappe. He is exceptional. He is world class, and I think with this signing, Madrid have already confirmed that they are going to win the league again, because I don't see any competition right now for them in Barca have not done anything. Girona was a surprise package last year, but I don't see them going again in the same way. Atletico Madrid, Bilbao, you can name anything. I think it's the signing that seals another title for them, and maybe another Champions League. Mbappe would love nothing more than to win the Champions League in his first season at Real, and as I said, there's no signing that's gonna top Mbappe moving to Madrid. So that was my list, my top 10 transfers up until now, 30th of July. We still don't know. There's 1 month to go. Maybe the list will change, but as of right, these are my top 10 signing. Please let me know what you guys think of my list, and would you guys change any of the players in my list and put in somebody else? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video and share it as well, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.